Oh, greetings. Yes, it is daylight outside. Daylight outside. Usually, everything I do is at night. I was going to do this one somewhat quick. Somewhat. Uh, okay. I don't know where to start. Oh, I need to move that box over there. I was wondering if that was in the camera view, and sure enough, it is. Okay. All right. Just want to thank you guys for using going to Spirit Social. Thank you. I'm still catching up on orders. I'm kind of backed up. I got work and everything. I'm just I'm going as fast as I can. Much appreciated. I'm going to do an overhaul of this, not now, but in the future. Let's see. I did add a gift card, like one. I'm gonna add more products from my private sessions to this also. That way, it's easier to access than my site. You know, if you're having difficulties with ivanteller.com, you can always go here and receive the same maybe a better experience, because my site's a little, well, it's pretty easy, but you never know. And this goes into today's topic, but I'll go into that a little bit later. But I just want to thank you guys for connecting. Remember, it's healing, so channeling, consulting. I'm going to add past life regression. I'm getting there. I haven't caught up to any, I'm still catching up. So usually it's 1 to 10 days for fulfillment of everything here. So it's been quite popular. So I'm kind of backed up for a little bit. Just to give you an update, I much appreciate those that are making this a success. And I'm going to go into the details of more of where all this is going. But anyway, I'll go into that a little bit later. All right, our today's topic. Here, I'll go. Here, you guys get to look at me again. If not, I get that to work. Okay. All right, today's topic. Normally I don't have topics, but today I do. Oh yeah, it's right. I forget about these things when. Okay. All right. Before I go into that, I gotta write that down before I forget. Now, I talk about all this stuff. I do all this on Zoom. I record everything on Zoom, and then I wait for it to process, and I forget about everything I just talked about. So I have to write it down now because I'm old. So anyway, where am I going with all this? Today's topic is Mars. I was going basically. Mars has been a hot topic, and there's some information that cool nature. Nature's calling, as you can see. It's early, that's why. I guess they want fame and fortune, or fame for that matter. YouTube fame. YouTube stars, birds. I imagine that does exist on there. Anyway. As for Mars, information about that, I can give you a little brief, at least an idea of what I've picked up on Mars. And I was going to basically open my channel up to wherever else comes through. I'm not sure if anything's going to come through to add to it. I do feel that this world is the sister to Mars. You know, obviously it didn't look exactly, but it was very much similar. And those that did not, the reason I call it sister, because a lot of people did not finish their lifetimes there from what I'm gathering. So they came here, and even here they didn't really accomplish it because the technologies and certain situations that are there are not here yet. As I believe that with Mars, they're more aware of their alien friends. As you notice here, you think by now we would have more knowledge of our visitors. Anyway, you think you would, but obviously we're heavily suppressed, and Mars was not so heavily suppressed. Yes, it had its problems. It has corruption here and there, but nowhere near the suppression that we have here. And you also say, most likely this will come through later. See, I have an entourage over here. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I can't think when I'm doing that. My whole train of thought is just gone out the window when they're doing that. But anyway, it's okay. But it does seem like a lot of manipulators from Mars came here. And a lot of souls that are very connected to Mars are part of the super soldier program. Which I mean that I don't believe they have finished their lifetimes. And it's another way to resurrect Mars. At least that's my feeling on it. I believe it will be rejuvenated eventually once we get our act together here. So we got to grow up first. We grow up first, and then Mars, I don't know why I'm pointing in that direction. Maybe it's over there somewhere. And then Mars will, at least that's my feeling on it. I do feel like Mars it didn't really finish its course the way it was intended. I believe corruption had a lot to do with it. So it's under a cabal vibration at this time. So anyway, that said, there's probably more, but we notice I have a lot of background entertainment. So I'm trying to keep my thinking. Yeah, I live in the ghetto. What can I say? I want to give you, I've probably said this in the past, but I haven't really showed it, of what I see what Mars brought to us. Now, it's probably a lot more, obviously, but I can't remember everything. But as for my experiences with Mars, I do feel, I might have had lifetimes there. I'm not remembering it. It could be closed down. Yeah, it was an MIB brainwashing, blanking out everybody's memory. I do feel like it was a Zeta there, but I'm not really connecting to it for some reason. Doesn't matter. But I do see it with other people. What I see is this. Is Monster Truck Central. Something around this, like high-powered machines, not necessarily Monster Truck. But when I see technologies from Mars, I see high-powered utilities. 1 second, I need to do something. There. Technical glitch. 1 moment. Okay, we're back. Almost. Okay, we're back. So, what I see is high-powered, probably jets also. I always think of this stuff. I mean, this stuff's ridiculous. But this is a feeling, I mean, big machineries, I imagine you can think of like spaceships that are like, like that, high-tech technologies, big stuff. And, we haven't really reached that fully, their full potential. I believe they're also in third density. They were like a 3D, 4D world a little bit back. They were a lot more connected than we are. Of course, they were very aggravated. They were very intense. Come on. Here also is fashion. Of course, here it's the skinny people brigade, but I don't think Martians are all that skinny. I think they're more muscular, but anyway, we're at more feminine energies here than they did, so I bet you just love the background noise. I added that myself. Yeah, special effects. So this is all Vogue. And, I mean, I'm just using Vogue as an example, but fashion. All this crazy fashion a lot of this stuff looks alien as it is. I mean, just some of this stuff doesn't make any sense. Does anybody even wear half this stuff? Well, she looks like she's 12. But anyway, of course, this is all like old-fashioned stuff. But anyway, what I'm just showing as an example of fashion. Yeah, see this stuff. Yeah, a lot of people are walking around looking like that right now. So, but I believe a lot of this came from Mars, and it'd be interesting to. Anyway, the price tag on this stuff is kind of ridiculous, but anyway, this is what I wanted to share on Mars. That's what I'm feeling. That is more. But for the most, I mean, for right now, that's what. I mean, you can branch off to that with some, yeah. This is why I do these at night. Let's see if there was anything else I wanted to add to that. I was going to add more to this, but seeing I have, I think that's enough for right now. I'll go into it more later. I just wanted to put this out there. I believe many of us are going to start connecting more and become more queer. Like you see with, like Superman. Actually, Superman came from John Carter. John Carter is John Carter of Mars. I can bring it up if I can spell it. Okay. I want to go. Yeah, show me the Disney movie. That's not what I want to see, but this should be good enough. That's all the movie. That's kind of boring, actually. But anyway, that was John Carter of Mars. It was the same writer that created Edgar Rice Burroughs, the same one that came up with Tarzan. I believe that he's had lifetimes there. So he's remembering this stuff. You know, this looks more interesting than the movie. Makes sense of that. But anyway, Superman got where Superman, even Star Wars, a lot of stuff came from John Carter. Meaning, when John Carter went to Mars, he had all these abilities. Basically, just bouncing around. I think he had super strength also. So, that's where Superman got it from. So, Mars is a download for us. It's like we're getting little bits here and there, as you can see. I believe it will increase over time, or become more, known to us. I think we're on our way, but I just want to give a little bit of a walkthrough on that. Okay, we're kind of doing this one a little bit different than what this one. This is like one of the most organized videos, except for all the background noise. Anyway, except for the birds, but anyway, it doesn't matter. The banging just all day. Luckily, I'm not here all day, but anyway. Yeah, they're building a Taj Mahal over there. No. Another thing, if I got this right, yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to say I think I found the holy grail for the membership site on my site. I've been told when you go be a membership, you want to go to a webinar. Right now, it's not great. The new one is kind of in shambles right now. It's working now, I think. If anybody using it, probably not. They're using the old one, which I know I understand. That one works, and the new one doesn't. I think the new one's working now. I found one that's really, really good, which means I'll have to change my site all around, which I'm probably going to do. So those with the current, it's going to be a while for that. Those are the current membership. Just with the new setup, just contact me if you want to cancel or whatever you want to do. Or you can always go into PayPal or somewhere. But anyway, I can handle it. But yeah, the new one is a disaster. The people that run it aren't very good. But anyway, I'm going to recommend it to others anyway. But the reason I'm bringing this up, I found a whole nother setup. I'm going to give it a shot. I know the membership site will work, but I'm not sure if everything else will. But we'll see, because I'm not too happy with this membership site. It's kind of a disaster. I'm kind of making do with a piece of crap, basically. It's like, the guys that are running it, they think they act like a professional, but they don't really give you details on how to set it up. And the first one I have is kind of, ran by a 15-year-old probably, or I'm not sure who's running that one, but anyway, the original one. Either way, this is going to be a while. I wanted to give, in the marketplace, this is what gave the idea, because I wasn't expecting the marketplace to become attractive, and it is, which is a success, which is great. So I was thinking of upgrading that eventually, and something where right now vendors can join if they wish. I was going to spoof it up eventually, and while I was looking at that, I found a membership for for my site to finally grow up out of the ashes, basically. For channelers, those that you wanted to have a site, website, whatever, I wanted to give you some details. I've done it before. I'm kind of doing it again. I'm probably saying the same thing again, sort of. I'm adding a little bit extra flavor to it this time. Right now, I'm using I'm using WordPress, and I'm about to scream with that. WordPress is all right if you don't mind spending like 12 hours on something that doesn't make any sense. So if you got the time, WordPress is fine. If you don't have the time, which I don't really have, WordPress is not good. I put a lot of time into WordPress, got nowhere with it, and I got places with it, but as you can see, the membership page it could have been better. The guy I'm using MemberPress. I'm going to show that for those that, if channelers want to do webinars or copy what I'm doing, which is fine. Basically what this is tips on doing that. I think I've done this in the past, but not with the membership situation, because well, with this one, I know I'm recommending a membership that I don't like using, but I figured it out, I think. Use MemberPress. I'm bring it up on the page. Basically, it's the PayPal portion of it. They're not clear on how to set that up. Usually just put an email in, that's it. Apparently, there's more to it than that. So that's the only thing, and if you have Stripe, you have to do more there also. Stripe is pretty easy to set up. PayPal usually is the easiest, but these guys were not clear about that. So that's where I kind of got burned on. So it don't make any sense. I don't know why these guys have been around for years, and they make things complicated and don't make it clear. I guess because you know this stuff, you figure everybody else knows, but they don't. That's not a good way to run things. So basically, this portion we're at right now. And we're going to go into North Korea. Yeah, right. And Sears. I know if you want Sears information, that's a store that's going under the ground, going under. Yeah, I know you came here to get your Sears update, and that's a shopping store and America. So if you need that, you came to the right place. Yeah, everybody's just flocking over here for that. But anyway, no wonder my numbers are not as high as other channelers. Anyway, I go backwards where everyone else goes forward. But anyway, or like an Infinite Waters. Yeah, I'm the opposite of that, as you can tell. I'm really close to nature. If I have nature outside, you can hear them sometimes. But this portion is for channelers or anybody, healers, whatever. Just an oh yeah, that's right. There's another. I knew I was missing something. Of course, now I can't remember what it was called. So I have some website ideas. Wait, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera off and I'll be back. You can hear me in the background. I'm not going anywhere too far. I remember those. I was just gonna give you website recommendations. Close up this other stuff. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to my first recommendation, and it's for channelers or anybody. All right, this is Squarespace. This is what I used for a long time. I've kind of grown away from it. They do have their plans are not to stop that. I don't know where their plans are. Prices, they don't have any. Pricing. Well, as you can see, their site's kind of slow. Yeah, it's like that's to be paid annually. I think normally people do monthly. I believe it's like it must be like they must have raised their prices. I think it's like $14 a month. Of course, you want more pages. You got 20 pages. That's pretty much more than you need. If you want to do a small store, I think this is probably not the place you want to go. Like for for sessions or something like that. Well, anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time here. I know they have like you can add a couple products. Well, that's new. Sell unlimited products and accept donations. That's new. It used to be 20. Now it's unlimited. Huh. Yeah, that wasn't the case before. Usually it's like 20 items. So anyway, so if you want to offer your services, you can use this. It's all built. They use Stripe. They don't have PayPal. They don't give you options, which I don't like. That is what I don't like about them, because I like having options. If you don't like PayPal, you can use something else. That's the idea behind it. And so anyway, but for the most part, it's pretty decent. Yeah, they take out kind of a little bit more for transaction fees, but yeah, I'm not sure. They might. I don't think they do PayPal at the same time. I think it's one or the other. They do have PayPal now, but anyway. Another is Weebly. I haven't used this that much. I've used it for a little bit, but I liked what I was using. It's like $15 a month if you do monthly. Weebly is pretty decent. That is PayPal. I believe it's PayPal. They have some apps that might be useful. I'm not sure about their booking app. For booking. For appointments. But you can find other stuff online for booking appointments. I'm not going to go into all that, but that's not really what I was. But basically, Weebly is pretty decent. There's Wix. I don't like Wix, but Wix isn't too bad. But I'm not. If you start out with Wix, it's hard. Like, let's put it this way: if you put a link to this is why I say with Squarespace, the links like you have like private, like Ivan Teller / private session. Weebly will do that. Squarespace does that. WordPress does that. Wix has something totally different. So the URL is different. So from what I've noticed, it might have changed by now. But anyway, Wix is pretty decent. Okay, and here's and if you do WordPress, let's see. This is the membership. This is MemberPress. It's like $100. Now, like I said, the PayPal area is the only thing where I had the issue. But if you can make this work for you, this is definitely worth a look at. I'm going to abandon it eventually, but anyway, if you want a membership site, this is what I recommend. Also, it's called WooMill.com. I might put this in the description below if I remember the video. Subscription plugins. People are wondering about how you can do your own webinar subscription. Of course, you need to know what you're doing with WordPress, and probably take you 5 hours to figure it out because they make things life difficult. Most likely not for this. But this is pretty much, if you want to make your own store, this has a lot of, they have a lot of tools for that also. Of course, yeah, if you want to spend the time. And with this site, they have a membership. Of course, I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, you can join. It's $15 a month. Or you can browse and just do pay per plugin. As for how it updates, I have no clue. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. But this comes from the WooCommerce. These are all WooCommerce plugins. But this is just, if you want, you can do auctions, you can do whatever. You can make your own like Amazon site with this. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, if you're, this is the product vendors. But anyway, you can do your bookings. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. So, if you got time to figure all this out, this is the place to come. So just to give you, just to let you know what's going on with all that. Here, I'm behind, maybe. So with this, this is stuff I recommend. Yeah, 1 second. I got caught up in something. Let's see here. So yeah, this is if you're like if you want to do a WordPress setup, I recommend joining this or getting what plugins because this is WooCommerce, their site, their plugins. WooCommerce is free, but a lot of these plugins are like $40. But if you come here, they're $10. How you updated them? I haven't got that far with it. Yeah, see, it's $15 unlimited. I understand it's monthly, and you get unlimited updates. You get, I mean, it's not too bad for, but you have to think about, WordPress. It's cheap, but then the price does increase over time. So that's why I recommend Squarespace, Weebly or Wix or, but hey, when you're starting out, you'll figure it out eventually. But it's good for healers or channelers, psychics, whoever it is. Looking for something new. And now on to North Korea. And now they're having a Senate briefing on North Korea. Yeah, that's getting interesting there. It's been kind of quiet. Of course, North Korea hasn't been fully quiet. Yeah, I believe something's going to happen, possibly before the end of this month. There's going to be moving around, so we'll see. It's hard to say right now. I understand it's like the decisions have to be made for me to get a full connection on it, but yeah, this is a big deal with North Korea. As for anything else, the guides say that people will begin to connect more with Mars as our Earth becomes more awakened. You might also feel there's a lot of flying type of birds and, let me see, Uranus, Venus. You might start like if you look in the sky, or you might get an intuition. From what I'm gathering, you might feel like alien birds in the sky. I know it might sound crazy, but maybe not. Like what you see in the movies, something around that. It did just give me a visualization of that. Meaning, as we become more aware, our reality starts to change. Yeah, I think so. You become more, meaning that the worlds that you're very close to, Mars, whatever, the Pleiades, Arcturus, wherever. I imagine eventually those will start to come through. But from, you'll feel like they're there because they are connecting to us. What I'm also feeling is the world's closer to us. Mars, Jupiter, those would feel more like with dreams. That's when we go into more of the higher densities. You start feeling like you're actually there. It's just because you're just feeling their love, their affection for us. Even if we don't have any. Well, we do, but not, Well, we have a lot of, you'd think by now we would be in the higher density by now, but anyway. Well, at least more knowledgeable, but obviously we're massively suppressed. I can say this also, I do see the end of the mainstream media. No time soon, but I do see it collapsing as more people go online. Like YouTube will get stronger. There are alternatives to YouTube. It's called Video Me. Okay, maybe that's not right. Video something. VidMe. Sorry. VID.me. Give you 1 second. And what was the other one? Mine's. Yeah, I started posting on these yesterday, and I think I hit my limit on a couple of these, but I wanted to share them. I'm not sure if you're going to find anything. This is vid.me, and this is like a YouTube alternative, but this has got, you got to play by the rules, and it's just, there's a lot, I posted some stuff here, and then I hit the limit, so I'm not allowed to post anymore until I don't know, like 10 days or 30 days from now. So I'm not sure if there's going to find much spiritual work here, but anyway, it's another place I started posting. And here's another one called minds.com. It's like Twitter. And there's a lot of people on this already. I just found out about these recently. So it's another place to post your stuff if you like to get awareness. Minds has this strange way of being found out. It's weird. So anyway, I'll just leave it. As you can see, Alex Jones is all over this thing. But this one, you have to take time to how to get people to follow you and spend a lot of time on it. Anyway, I figured I'd share those. So, yeah, see where it goes. YouTube won't be the only player in town. Thank goodness. Yeah, there's what is it called? Daily Motion. Nobody's on that thing. That thing's been around forever. So anyway, yeah, this is kind of a different type of format. So a little bit here and there. So much love, blessings, and webinar will be tomorrow. So much love, and